Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today has been a chaotic day. I was out on Woodward. I was checking out some of the vendors out there, and some breaking news actually broke, so I had to come home and write some articles on it, and kind of change my whole schedule up. And then as soon as I got the one article done, more breaking news happened. So I want to get this video out quick to you. I'm not going to go full in depth into both stories. If you want to learn more, I'll leave the links down in the description for both articles I wrote for Mopar Insiders. But today we have confirmation from Stellantis about what they're going to do with Belvedere. Now, this is an interesting story because we've heard several things about Belvedere. We heard originally, during the 2023 UAW negotiations that they were going to get the mid-sized truck, there was going to be a Mopar mega hub, all this stuff, and none of that came to fruition. Basically, the truck got transferred to Toledo North, the mega hub was discontinued, and then we heard eventually that the Compass from Belvidere or Brampton was going to come to Belvidere, which again at the time we assumed that was going to be Stella medium platform. And then we heard that the Cherokee was coming from Toluca, which is the Stella large. So they were going to build two platform of vehicles. That was kind of weird, and we haven't heard anything since for Belvedere. It's kind of weird because some of the connections I have over there basically have said, I don't know, they haven't heard any updates. Matt Franzen, who's the local UAW president over there for 1268, has done several videos saying he doesn't even know what the hell's happening because no one's confirming anything to him. He actually just did a video the other day about it, and it's kind of sad because the plant's been idled since February of 2023, and then we've been hearing from people, close to the UAW out there, basically saying like, "Hey, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done to this plant." That most of the, I wouldn't say most, but a lot of their stamping stuff has been transferred down to Mexico to help with the production of the Ram 1500 down there. I just went to Warren Stamping and seen the blanker that was there originally at Belvedere. So they moved that there. So there's a lot of machines and press stuff that they need to get back in. I mean, there's a lot of questions about what's going to happen to the plant. But today they have confirmed that the next generation Jeep Cherokee, based on the Stella 1 platform, will be coming to the plant. Now, again, next generation Cherokee. So they just launched the Cherokee KM, just launched it, and that's on the Stella Large platform in Mexico at Toluca. And it's very interesting because we've heard a couple different things. We've heard that maybe that vehicle will stay down, the KM will stay down in Mexico to continue to be built alongside the Recon and the Wagoneer S, and basically it will be renamed the Cherokee Classic, kind of like how Ram did with the Ram 1500 Classic and Ram 1500 DT trucks. So they could offer two different versions of the Cherokee. That kind of makes sense in a way because I don't understand why they would build a vehicle and only run it for 5 model years and then cancel it again. They've been doing this with the Hornet. They've been doing it with several vehicles, and it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So, especially when you're tight for money. So again, I believe that that's the path that they're going to do. Now, Stellantis has not said anything official other than that this vehicle is going to be based on the Stella 1, this next generation Jeep Cherokee. It's going to be Stella 1, and it's going to start production at Belvedere. Now, here's the timeline, in the second half of 2029. Now, keep in mind, Belvedere's been idled since February of 2023 when the last KL Cherokee ran off that line. So 6 years. 6 years is a lot of time for those employees there. Some of them have been transferred out. Some of them are still on layoffs. I mean, some of them have gone and found other jobs. It's been really hard for the people at Belvedere. Again, it seems like both the UAW and Stellantis don't have a lot of actual confirmation in what they're doing there. But again, it's kind of weird because we're hearing that they're going to be building a new generation of Jeep Cherokee at the plant on a new platform, and then they just introduced the newest Jeep Cherokee, and it won't even be a few years old. So again, a lot of questions, not a lot of answers, and Stellantis has not said anything about the future of the KM Cherokee in Toluca, and they have not said anything else other than the production will start in 2029 at Belvedere. Now, the other interesting thing is Belvedere is supposed to be starting pilot models into late 2028, but that's not production. So usually you don't have to have all of the plant staff back Again, they're predicting 2 shifts to run this vehicle, and it raises a lot of questions because we know they're planning on a lot of Stella 1 vehicles. They're planning up to 12 actual vehicles based on this new platform. So I've been hearing that the Airflow and GLH will probably go there. Again, Stellantis has not confirmed that. However, after hearing that, one of my friends sends me an article from the CBC, which just broke about an hour ago. And here it is. Unifor is saying that Stellantis is considering the closure and sale of Brampton. Now, that's interesting because we've heard this before, but we haven't heard anything from Stellantis. We've heard that maybe there's rumors like, hey, they're going to close it. And the funny thing is Unifor and the local government got together and they actually changed the actual the property rights to the actual plant. So it can only be an automotive like actual manufacturing plant. It can't be sold as anything else. Somebody can't come in and bulldoze it down and build a strip mall. They can't do any of that. It has to be an automotive plant. That's how the property is. So again, it raises a lot of questions, not a lot of answers. We don't know what's going to happen to the Brampton. We know that the Unifor, their contract with Stellantis is coming up. They have already done I believe they're just finishing up or just completed their Ford negotiations. GM is next, and then they have Stellantis. Stellantis is the last of Detroit's big 3 that they have to talk to. Now, their contract ends on September 20th of this year, but they can extend it. But here's the thing. We know the Canadian government's upset at Stellantis because they gave them money to build products there. Obviously, they haven't. The workers there are all upset, so Unifor's upset. When they didn't say nothing today about Compass for Belvedere, I mean, I originally thought maybe it's going to go to Brampton, but it doesn't look that way. As soon as I wrote that article, the CBC comes out and says, hey, it looks like Belvedere could be closing for good, and they could sell it. So again, both plants have not a lot of answers for a lot of things. So again, we're going to be hearing more about this stuff in the upcoming weeks, if not months, because obviously Unifor is going to be going to the table with Stellantis and trying to negotiate, and hopefully we'll hear something about what is the actual story with Brampton. But again, Lena Payne, who is the Unifor president, basically came out and said some stuff saying that, matter of fact, I'll give you the quote that she gave the CBC. She actually said, if we go down here, she said, to say that we were disappointed would be an understatement. This is a gut punch to our union and to our members. Most importantly, to our members, the workers who have given everything to this plant. There's absolutely no replacement for high-paid union jobs developed under an auto sector collective agreement built up over 80 years. So again, there's a lot of questions. So they got to go to the negotiating table. Again, hopefully we'll hear more. But as for what's going on at Belvidere, all they're saying is that they're confirming that Jeep Cherokee, the next generation Jeep Cherokee on the Stella 1 platform, is coming, and it's coming in 2029. Again, that's 6 years of being idle. And then you look at what's happening to Brampton. Brampton has been kind of like idled since the retool started, and that's been officially idled since February of 2025. So a full year, almost a year and a half now, and we don't have any answers for that plant. So again, breaking news. We don't know if it's true with the sale yet, but Stellantis isn't saying anything about that just yet. So again, stay tuned. I'll be bringing this to you as much as I can. And now I'm going to get out to Woodward. Again, if you want to read more in depth on what is going on, I'll leave the links down in the description. I will take and make sure to comment down below, what you guys think of all this. Make sure to hit like and subscribe, and I will be broadcasting live from Woodward later, so stay tuned for that. I will see you guys later. Bye.